Viewers of Emmerdale are convinced that someone close to Kim Tate could be the unknown person Graham Foster phoned after secretly poisoning her, suggesting they may be working together. Suspicion is growing that Kim has become a target following a revealing moment involving Graham. Audiences now believe they may have figured out who he contacted and who could be helping him. In a recent episode, Kim was taken to hospital after choking and collapsing suddenly. At first, it was believed she had been poisoned, but doctors later suggested she may have accidentally taken too many painkillers. While Kim questioned whether she had overdosed by mistake, viewers are aware that Graham secretly increased her dosage. It appears he intended to kill her after receiving stronger tablets that he swapped with her regular medication. He later replaced the pills and was seen on the phone, admitting that his attempt to get rid of the pain in his neck had failed. This has led to speculation about whether the person he called is involved in the plot and possibly assisting him in targeting Kim. One theory points to a doctor named Todd, with fans calling her suspicious and believing she could be working with Graham. Given her profession, she would likely have access to the medication used in the plan. However, viewers are questioning what motive she would have for wanting Kim dead. Some think she may be hiding secrets or has a hidden connection with Graham. Several fans shared similar thoughts, suggesting the doctor harassing Jacob could be involved, while others openly accused the female doctor of being untrustworthy. Another popular theory among viewers is Caleb, due to his troubled past with Kim and his connection to her late husband Frank. Previously, Caleb blamed Kim after learning about his father's death, which led to his revenge scheme. Although that storyline seemed resolved, fans believe Caleb may still hold a grudge. This raises the possibility that he and Graham could have teamed up again to finally bring Kim down. There is also speculation about Lydia and Sam, who both work for Kim and are seen as loyal to her. Some viewers wonder if this could be a double bluff, especially after hints that Lydia might inherit Home Farm if Kim dies. This has sparked theories that either Lydia or Sam could secretly be plotting to take control of Kim's empire while pretending to be innocent. Another strong suspect is Jamie, Kim's son. Despite his strained relationship with Graham, fans believe they could have set aside their differences to go against Kim. Jamie has long resented his mother and even faked his death to escape her. Although he briefly resurfaced before disappearing again, there are hints he could return for revenge. A more unexpected idea is that a former surgeon who once targeted Kim might be back. After being exposed previously, he could now be working with Graham to get revenge. This doctor had been involved in a past scheme connected to a kidney transplant and later attempted to manipulate Kim for her wealth, but his plans ultimately failed when she fought back. Now fans are wondering if he has returned with a new plan, this time with Graham by his side. Stars of Emmerdale once brushed off a strange storyline rumour, but it has now become reality. If the return of infamous villain Graham Foster feels unbelievable, many viewers aren't the only ones who thought so. Even cast members shared that reaction. Zoe Henry, who portrays Rhona Goskirk, recently admitted she initially believed the idea of Graham coming back from the dead sounded far too ridiculous. She explained that the storyline was kept highly confidential, but amusingly, both she and co-star Mark Charnock had heard whispers about it beforehand. However, they quickly dismissed the idea, convinced that Graham was unquestionably dead. And for good reason. Graham was dramatically killed on screen by Pierce Harris, Rhona's abusive former husband, who brutally attacked him and ensured there seemed to be no chance of survival. Although his remains were officially identified and cremated, it later emerged that Graham had staged his death, using his military background to survive the attack. Years later, he resurfaced with a plan to take revenge on Kim Tate, blaming her for previously trying to have him killed. Now back in the village, Graham is determined to dismantle Kim's influence over Jo Tate, who was once under his guidance. However, revenge isn't his only motivation. He has also returned because of his lingering feelings for Rhona, a complication made worse by the fact that she is now married to Dingle. Zoe recalled how she and Mark first reacted when they heard the rumor, revealing they both suspected something was happening but felt unsure how to address it when called into a meeting about the storyline. They eventually admitted to already knowing about the twist, surprising the production team, who believed the secret had been tightly kept. Despite this, the reveal was successfully hidden from viewers, making the eventual twist far more impactful. Audiences were left stunned when Graham made his dramatic reappearance during the Corridor crash storyline. After a newcomer escaped from his van, Graham was seen making a mysterious phone call, hinting he was cancelling a dangerous plan, suggesting he was still involved in criminal dealings. Despite everything, Rhona continues to struggle with her feelings for her former partner. Ever since Graham confessed he still loves her, she has been emotionally torn between dependable Marlon and the intense, unpredictable Graham. Recent episodes seem to push her closer to a decision, especially after Graham's actions lead to serious consequences. When he calls off a planned attack, it backfires, leaving him targeted by those he crossed. The situation escalates when Rhona arrives at Home Farm to find Graham seriously injured after being stabbed. As she cares for him, Marlon suddenly appears, creating a tense and emotional confrontation. Devastated, Marlon is forced to ask Rhona the question he fears most, whether she still has feelings for Graham. Her silence suggests more than words could say. Once recovered, Graham later confronts Rhona outside the Woolpack, demanding clarity about her true feelings and who she chooses. The big question remains, will Rhona risk everything for Graham or stay with her husband? While Zoe isn't revealing any spoilers, she has hinted that Rhona is deeply conflicted and struggling with her emotions. Fans of Emmerdale believe they have identified the person Graham Foster contacted after his attempt to poison Kim Tate went wrong. When Graham was revealed to have survived after 6 years, both viewers and villagers were stunned by his unexpected return. He later told Rhona Goskirk that he had faked his death after overhearing Kim plotting to have him killed as revenge. In recent storylines, after Kim fell ill following a dinner with the Dingle family, it was uncovered that Graham was behind the poisoning. However, Kim herself is still unaware of the truth, believing her collapse was caused by accidentally taking too many of her painkillers. Meanwhile, the audience saw Graham make a secret phone call after tampering with her medication. Calling Kim a constant problem, he indicated that he would need another method to eliminate her after his initial double-dose plan failed. Fans have been trying to work out who he contacted, especially since it is not Joe Tate, who has denied any involvement in Kim's near-death situation. Emmerdale continues to air on weekday evenings on ITV1 and is also available for streaming on ITVX.